Hello, traders. Good morning. This is at Zeros. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, traders. This is at Zeros. Let's do a sound test. Let's do a quick sound test and a visual test. Can you guys hear me? Awesome. All right. Okay. So I don't see any user at this point. Louis, are you still here? Let's do a quick sound test here, and because I don't see people joining at this point, so let's see if they are still around. All right, guys. So let's look at the market today. Market is green across the board. Nasdaq, Dow, SPY, all green. Kind of a bit flat, not much movement. But let's see. I'm gonna show you. Let me just increase the screen size here and look as a daily. Okay, so daily, if you look at it daily right now, a beautiful uptrend. As I mentioned, as far as the yields are going down, there is no risk to the market. Today, again, the yields are up 10 years and 30 years, so we might see a bit of pullback. Yesterday also was up, but then I think later in the day, the market pulled back. But I think today is we might see a little bit of a downward pressure given the yields are up, not much, slightly up. So we don't know. Maybe if it changed after a while, then market was just gonna continue rip higher. So that is what we have right now, SPY. And if you look at the NASDAQ, uh, is similar. You see here, if you just missed it, you can see here the SPY is turning red, and as because maybe the yields are getting bigger. Uh, and if you look at the NASDAQ, NASDAQ is very slightly green right now, but it could turn red easily given the pressure right now. So now let's look at the gappers, what we have right now. Um, So, guys, I have good news. I'm gonna post this later. There is I'm going to so many people are asking good morning, GM, and I guess a lot of people are asking me how to use scanners, how to use Finviz. So I am creating a new course, and which is going to be on August 7th, and at 10 a.m. and I'm gonna teach you how to use a Finviz scanner and how you can build your scanning criteria, what are the factors you need to consider, and how you can leverage those things to shortlist your stocks, because a lot of people, a lot of new traders struggle to see that how to narrow down their search. They have a lot of stocks to look at it, and how they can better know and expect the same results with the same kind of from the same kind of a stock. So the trick is the selection. You need to be on top of that. So I'm going to teach you how to use the Finviz. Is also going to be only $99. I'm gonna after the market, I'm gonna share the links with you. If you're interested, you can email me or reach out to me tomorrow, and I'm gonna share the details about the workshop. So now let's look at the scanners. First gapper I have is a DQ. If you remember this DQ, And this DQ is little funky to play. Sometimes you get not a good volume, and it was just gapping down on the $50. Not month ago, it's just maybe on July, I think there's June 24th. We have traded here, lost money because we're trying to short and it squeezed back. After that, the stock is just on the rep. Look at how uptrend it is. Right now, it is gapping up almost 16.5%. I don't know whether it is an earning play or not. Let me quickly check. Is this the earning day of the DQ, or what is the catalyst here? I don't see this is because of the earning. Let's see what is the news here. It could be a sudden news. Okay, so maybe DQ is doing an IPO in the Shanghai Stock Exchange. Maybe that's the reason. And this stock was 135, came to 50. Now the prior resistance was on a 92 and is trying to break that. Now let's look at the intraday. Clearly, we see that 92-ish area is a resistance for us, and 95. And now let's look at the intraday to see if we can have some support and resistance. Clearly, we see a $90 is holding, couple of time bounce back from here. Then we have an $89, and then we have an 86. So these are the resistance levels we have. And if we cross that level, then next one we have on 98. So that is too far away. So let's hope what he does, what we can get out of these the stock. So definitely, I'm going to list down the first stock for me is a DQ. So let me just remove the others and create this the new list for today's. Okay. So let me just click remove this. Okay. So first one is a DQ for us. Okay. That's the only gapper I have based on my scanning criterias. And now let's look at the gapping down that do we have. And the gapping down I have is CLF. Very interesting. Not many movers today. CLF. So CLF, if you look at the daily, we have traded sometime in July. We made a good money when it's moving back up here. I think on this days, I think in the June we made money on that. Then it came down, chop around somewhere around 23, and now it is moving down. So let's remove all the trend lines and see what we can do. So right now it is on the $20, 22.50 inside day of the yesterday bullish day. Yesterday was a very bullish from 20 to 21. Today it tried to move up, came down. Now if you look at it, the $20 is a strong support here. So we definitely need to mark that support. Is very important support right now. And if we clearly see that 2068 is the distance, so total. If you look at it based on and for your learning point of view, this is very important. So you see here, hi Andre, and if you see here that the total the stock has a channel of a 68 cents from up and down the support to the resistance. So when you trade it, you make sure that you do not need to risk, more than one third of your total range, right? So maximum gain you are getting is 68 cents. So no way you're going to lose more than 20-25 cents on any trade. If you're going to lose that, it's going to harder for you to make money from this stock. So with that note, I would guys really appreciate if you're learning from this video. I'm trying to build a small community. Please give me a thumbs up to encourage, right? You feel free to put the comments here, say hello, and if you have any questions, you feel free to ask, and I'm trying to respond to you. But I would really appreciate if you give a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now, because I see lot many people are online, but they are not showing the love to express in a like. So I would really appreciate. All right, guys. So this is what I have from my scanning criteria. Let me just quickly loosen some of the criteria to see if we can get anything out of that. Let's look at this COLD, cold. So volume is fine, but it's only 2% down. Uh, it is the real estate investment trust, so is REIT. Uh, these are the trust companies, not usually move too much, but look at the from 39 to 38, almost $1 move and 3% down. And if you look at it here on the 30-minute chart, a very bearish candle. The volume came in after that, the bouncing back. So it seems like it's holding this 38 level here, which we see here. So it's holding this 38, 35, 38, 40-ish level. So if you look at the 5 minute, not a nice candles, but we might see some kind of a momentum. So we can definitely put CLF and the COLD as well. So right now, uh, on the 5 minute chart, we have a resistance. The support just broke, so let's see what it does now. Support is just broke, so then just remove this because no more there is a support right now. It's already broke, so we just make it like this, and it seems looks good. I hope it doesn't break, new lows in the pre-market, and we're gonna get a chance to short later on. So that's I have, and now look at the some of the movers from yesterday, which we might get some chance to play. Uh, okay, so let's look at the Airbnb first. Airbnb just got an upgrade, and right now uh, it is it was on 130, moved back to 155, then came down to 130. So, usually when the stock is getting upgrade, usually it's sell off heavily. So we can put Airbnb on the both side. So if we look at it here, okay, so let's mark the support here on the 140 level. We clearly see a support, right? And the resistance on 142 is a high price spready stock, so carefully trade. Uh, the other stock we see, which was moving up yesterday, from gapping down to moving up, which was mRNA. Yesterday it was very bullish. If you have missed my pre-market show, you go back and check, and I told you guys that if the stock is above the 300 level, go long and make money. Don't try to short the stock, otherwise this stock is gonna blow your account. And look at it, it just came down for a bit under $300, and it just move throughout the day. Today, today the key level would be in play is 315. If it breaks 315, then definitely we can go short under 315 to get right all the way to 307. This look like a channel. Uh, I see the pressure in the stock. Yesterday it moved back up, but with a very small volume. So it's mean that, and the mRNA does not have the big share float, right? There's a small share capital on it. So with a small, it can move very much. But I see some downward pressure. It might gonna consolidate or gonna come down under 300 range. So we gonna keep an eye and see if we can find some movement. So it's all on the secondary list for us. Yesterday, Bitcoin stocks were uh, very positive because there was some conference going on. Yet yesterday it was very bullish. Let's look at the riot. They tried to do 29, couldn't move. So let's see if it can go above $30 today. It could be an interesting play of above $30. If you look at it yesterday, very nice uptrend. Every time move up to 29.88, comes down up, so it really have resistance over $30. So we need to see that whether it can hold that level or no. So right now, for first, what we need to see, that does it hold 29.50, and if it's hold 29.50, we might see some kind of an upside momentum as well. So we're gonna keep that uh, as well in our list. Okay, yesterday there was four IPOs, and I think his IPOs were good yesterday. So first one was the law is a red today, and we can see that if we can bounce over, if you look at the 15-minute chart, you will see. Let's look at the 5 minutes, much better. Uh, Stock came down, hold the 40, move back up. Right now it's 40.95. The 40 is a key level. If the stock hold this level and give us some kind of an opportunity, can be a good one. So we'll put as a secondary. Uh, Louis, do you remember the yesterday other stocks? I was also yes, I was also looking at Sophie. Your Sophie yesterday broke $16. I was looking at around on the 16.20 20 area. So this is little. Uh, Tight range area. We'll see if we can go above 1680. Okay, I think $17 could be an interesting play, but right now we need to see what it does. Okay, let's put the Sophie. Luis, what were the other IPOs? Yeah, and what was, I think there was three more. So let's look at the V. V was a late boomer. It was not doing anything. We went long. Louis was trading with me live. We went long over six. We took the partial. I was took the last out on $7. I couldn't get this right, but this was a beautiful trade. It was a longer trade because we went long somewhere around 6:20, which is around the 12:38 20 time, and our risk was the 20 cents. It came back, came down, touched several times six, never broke the six, and then we ride it all the way here. So it could be today as well is gonna be RIP, right? So we can watch for it. I think there was two more IPOs. I don't know which were two. I forgot the name, but those IPOs were good as well. If someone can go and check that which one were the IPOs. Today STVN is up with very low volume. It up almost 7%. So let's keep an eye on STVN. I think this is the last week uh, IPO. And if you look at the daily, look at it, it's broke all the way $20 and now it's 20.85. So let's see what it does. Very low volume, only 190 shares are left. It might come down. We'll see that. And I think there were two as well, something from the PCTR or what, I don't remember, PCTR or PRCT. I don't know what was that IPO. PYCR. Yeah, PYCR. So it turned red at the end, but it was very good. It went touched the 30, so could be today is a day when it bounced back. So there's so many secondary, but you always make sure the secondary are secondary. You always look for the setup in the first three, which are the main. And if we can't find any of our setup, then we start looking one by one the secondary setups to see that if we can find. But our focus should be on the primary ones, which are DQ, CLF, and COLD. And then other one was the KLTR. KLTR was also a little jumpy yesterday. Uh, that one is the looks really nice. Look at this, is very positive. And if it's go over $12, that could be winning. So I want to put this PLTR as a primary. Sorry, KLTR as a primary, and because it has a potential to turn red to green and move back up over $12. So look at it, it came down up to the 10, touched all the way, come to 1150, move to 12, and look at there's no bottom, top side tail, so might be today it reverses. Right, that is all I have. Do you guys have any other trade to look at it? Let me quickly check, Andre, some of the ideas. Uh, And meantime, if you have any stock to look at it, let me know. Write it down, and I'm going to look it for you. Um, HOG. I don't know, man. I don't like trading these stocks. Uh, they are very slow mover. So if you look at the price action yesterday, they just move once, right? And then if you look at it after 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock, no momentum here, the sideways action. Yesterday it's already made a very big red bar. Could be a continuation, could be a sideways consolidation. We can keep an eye on that. No volume at this point, so we can't predict what is going to happen. Not many retail investors are looking at it. AFL, same, no volume, but it looks good for breaking out over 54.50. If it hold that level, you can definitely go along. BNTX, BNTX just moving up, man. It was here just 2 months ago. Now it is on $263. Unbelievable, right? I don't know. If you're thinking is extended, I think vaccine stocks are hard to trade on the downside. Still, they are extended, but they are just uh, they are just boom, just moving up. So it's hard for us to predict. See, even if you look at it, it's extended, but it's just broke out at 250 level. So it may be when it create another $50, then you can say extended. Is not extended because it just broke out. SQ. SQ, you saw a big day yesterday, I think because of the Bitcoin moving higher. If Bitcoin move higher, SQ also going to move up. Let's look at the IPG moving up, gapping up, making all-time high, I guess. Low volume, but if it's hold 35, could be an interesting play. So, guys, any other stock you want me to look at it? If not, then if I do some good trades, I'm gonna do a recap. I just want to repeat that. A lot of you guys have asked the questions that how to use the Finviz, how to build the scanning criteria. So I'm launching that course, and I'm going to share with you if you are interested in learning how to use scanners, how to build this one which suits you. And in that, I'm also going to share one of my scanners as well as an example. And if you're interested in learning and joining that workshop, it is going to be on August 7th on Saturday and at 10 a.m. And if you're interested, message me, and I'm also going to share details tomorrow. If you want to trade live with me, you can join the mentorship program and you can trade with me as well. All right, with that note, I'm going to take a leave since you guys have no questions. Go green, play safe, not many gappers, market not moving much. So wait for the market to give you an opportunities. Wait for the setup to come to you rather than you go and chase them and lose money. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great day.